Alrighty, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Back to our return trip from deep space. So let's get in game and get things rolling. What did you confirm? I wonder what it thinks I said. Good evening. How are you doing? Galaxy map. Let's see where we are. Cool. Yeah, only about 5,500 light years. Not bad. Hello, James. Welcome back. Retract landing gear. Let's see what we got. Eight bodies. I bet they're all ice. Well, maybe not. Oh, rocky ice. Okay. So basically, they're all going to be ice. All right. Well, there's still a potential for bad bacteria. Well, guess that's everything. System map. Nope, no bacteria here. Open hailing frequencies. Deploy landing gear. Ooh, is you in a Cobra? You're definitely in something small. A jumping we will go, a jumping we will go. 490 plus light years a jumping we will go. Let's see if it manages to keep my ship this time. Aha! Someone's go. Well, yeah, I checked all the seams and they're not quite perfect, but close enough. Close enough for government work. Hello, Shane, and hello, Zoltor. Welcome back, guys. Yeah, there's a nebula over there. Hmm. Yeah, and then there was the time that Lynn was in somebody else's ship and the ship ejected her. And she ended up floating around inside the space station. She had the darndest luck. Aha! Hello, Mr. Mad Hatter. You're in the stream, too. You know, I did that same thing. Landed on one carrier and ended up on another one. That was bizarre. It was funny because we were traveling and I got on, I forget whose carrier, whether it was Lynn's or one of the other guy's carriers, and the carrier jumped out of the system, but I didn't. I'm like, what? So when the carrier jumped, it switched me to a different carrier in system, one that didn't even have docking allowed. So that was interesting. Yeah, I was able to leave, but when I exited out, I rechecked the carrier, and docking was turned off. So what would have been even crazier is if my ship was still on the other carrier, and I don't know how I would have gotten off. I might have had to use one of those jump seats over there to get off the carrier. Speaking of which, I've never used one of those things. At some point, I'm going to have to try it, but I'll have to try it from somewhere when I know what space station I'm going to end up at, because right now, if I did it, I think I'd end up in the center of the galaxy. Yeah, which for me right now is Explorer's Anchorage. So I'd be out there with no ship. Apex doesn't take you that far. Apex only has like a 3 jump limit. Yeah, so I'd have to buy a cheap ship and come back the long, slow route. Either that or catch one of the shuttle carriers to Colonia, and then catch one of the shuttle carriers from Colonia to the bubble. Oh, Lord. That sounds something they'd do. Probably a few of the people on there were also on the first Distance Worlds trip, where they crashed the instance server by getting over 100 people into Sagittarius A Prime. Unfortunately, I wasn't part of that crowd. I didn't get there quick enough. I was still a day behind when they pulled that stunt. All right, let's try out the seats, see if I can move my head on that one. Okay, good. I can take that seat. Still got a few minutes left before jump. Can't do the moves fast enough. Okay. I was trying to see if there was a way to do the chicken dance. Five minutes. So we'll be getting back in the bubble at just about the same time that the Commander Strange bloke will be offloading tritium at my carrier. So one of the last things I have to make sure I do tomorrow night is change the sell into a buy. Well, let's hope the next system has good stuff. Mm. Honk. I love all the flight bays locking down. That's just a nice touch. Yeah, but there's a lot more. The developers have a lot more important things to deal with than that because it's doable the way it is. Maybe it's not ideal, but it's doable. But I think part of the reason they do that is to force the commander to be on the carrier. So you can't just load your carrier up with tritium and send it off somewhere. You actually have to go with it. You can remote jump, but you can't remote refill the tritium reserve. So that kind of limits how far you can go without the commander actually having to land on the carrier and transfer fuel. Or at least somebody transfer fuel. Doesn't necessarily have to be the commander. Here we go. No, you can jump it anywhere. If I wanted to start sending the emerald tablet back, I could do that while I'm running out to it. It's got 1,000 tons in the tritium reserve. Yeah, that'll actually work so long as you put your tritium up for sale. It's dark. Not that I've run into. Well, there's a star out there somewhere because we're brightly lit. So, oh, there it is. It's behind us. You can see it through the ceiling panel. Now, let's see if it brought my ship with us. Yes, it did. Excellent. Although sometimes my ship confuses me when I'm on your carrier because it's the Mad Hatter. After all, it's the ship you bought for me. Or one of them, anyway. Retract landing gear. Ten. That doesn't bode well. Uh-oh. I don't think we got anything. System map. Nope, not even a possibility. Well, that's a bummer. Open hailing frequencies. Deploy landing gear. Boy, that ship has really short landing gear. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Boy, that's not a lot. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't see any panels that were really far off. And the seats look reasonable too. Yeah, that one's off a little bit. But everything's close. Which is unusual for 2 jumps in a row. Yep. Up through the roof. Up on the rooftop. Click, click, click. Down through the chimney comes old Saint Nick. That's a good question, Zoltor. Why don't you try it and find out? It obviously can't hurt you. You can't hear Mr. Mad Hatter. Well, yeah, well, that's true. Well, first of all, Alexander, welcome to the channel. Oh, you can hear me, but no game sound. Ah, I get it. Let me see how this. Oh, you're right. The game sound is messed. What the heck? All right. Thank you for telling me. Where is that? There we go. And hello, Quantum. Welcome aboard. Thank you for telling me. There's kind of no way I can find that out since I can't, I can't be watching OBS Studio at the same time that I'm actually playing the game. But yeah, OBS Studio for some reason changed the audio device it was listening to. That's annoying, but okay, fixed now. Thank you. And why didn't you tell me, Zoltor? You should have noticed that. Anyway, you know what it should be sounding like.
I seem to be sitting kind of back in my seat, whereas you are sitting a bit forward.
Yeah. You're having a little bit of a merger issue with the seat there. Yeah, kind of farming. Guardian dated is a exercise in relogs. Yep.
That's probably one of the first things I'll do when I get back is do some mat topping off.
Yeah. Oh well, no harm, no foul. No foul, no feathers. Hmm. It's funny, it can go for months at a time where everything's just sort of kicking along okay, and then suddenly, for no reason I can figure out, OBS Studio switches my inputs up. And I don't know if it's OBS Studio doing it or Windows doing it. Well, I certainly have had problems with it as long as I've used it.
Passengers wishing to remain in the system must leave the carrier within the next 3 minutes.
I don't know. I turned that off because I haven't been on a ship without Olympic controller, and I got sick of it telling me on the Mandalay to go stock up on limpets. Where the Mandalay, the only reason the only limpets I use are repair limpets, and there's no sense. I don't want to have them in stock because that cuts down on my jump range. I wish there was a way I could set it to just remind me if I've got collector limpets or collector limpet controller. Maybe I should suggest that to them in their forum. Yeah, and on my exploration ships, I do like to have a repair limpet controller and just synthesize limpets if I need them, because most of the time I don't. Yep, I have Discord. Yeah, I mean it's a one-man ship, so he only does what he has time for. He does have a real job on the side, so um, much like most of us.
Services are offline. Network access is temporarily unavailable. Attention, carrier is under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
It would be nice if I did. Um, But so far, the only money that I've made at all this year is Mr. Mad Hatter sent me some arcs on Steam, or some cash for arcs on Steam, which is how I got that Mandalay and my Type 8 and my Cobra Mark 5.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I know I've thanked you like 3 or 4 times for that, but although it is.
I just couldn't see you without those ships.
I really appreciate it. They're wonderful ships.
Well, they're probably the best ships that they've come out with in a very long time.
And the Mandalay is the best Explorer that's come out since the DBX. So,
yeah, the SCO is to die for in those.
yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely well worth getting the fully outfitted one. I went and did a cost analysis of it, and buying the the fully outfitted one is less than buying the cheapest one and then adding the ship kit to it, and then you still get a paint job for free and some decent modules. So even though the modules you have to sell back, you can't store them, it's still very much well worth laying out the extra arcs to get the fully outfitted ship.
Yeah.
I figured they were kind of, messing with you and giving you stuff you didn't need. But I would have bought a ship kit for the Mandalay anyway, and okay, now it's already more than the. You should have bought the fully outfitted one, because again, you're getting a ship kit and a paint job for less than the ship kit. Yeah, it's a bargain. I've got no problem at this point laying down for fully outfitted ships because they're well worth it.
I hear that new double engineered FSD though is you can build those for yourself now.
Yep, but you still have to. It requires Thargoid components.
Yeah. I don't know how much longer those are going to be available.
Yeah, I believe Tacita gathered some for me, which is great. But I'm gonna have to go find out how to farm some more of them.
You have to go to a Titan wreck.
Right, and who knows how long those are going to still be giving up whatever it is they require.
Yeah, the Titan drive component.
Yeah, but I got to look up exactly what I need to. What I need to farm from the Titan. But yeah, if you're at a starting character and you buy the Mark 5, yeah, it's a 0 rebuy ship, which is insane. Has this jump gone on way too long?
Yeah, this is a long one.
I don't know. Orange
We have
Sidewinder.
left the wing, Commander.
Just as I noticed. Alrighty, well, let's relog. Alright. Where am I? Alright, let's make sure my ship is here. Okay, it is there.
CMD His Majesties saluted. Commander Mr. Madhatter has just joined the wing.
Well, just as I mentioned it. Orange Sidewinder.
Incoming wing message from Mr. Madhatter.
CMDR, Mr. Madhatter saluted.
Okay. I may do that. Add that to my... Ah. Well, that explains it. But yeah, that was kind of funny. Just as I mentioned, it was a long thing. It crashed us out. Retract landing gear. God, I love this ship.
And you're clear. Thank you.
25. Oh, this is a little bigger. Except everybody and their brother's been through here.
Commander Comfy Pants has gone offline. Three biological signals detected on body 1B.
Ooh, 1B is nice.
1B has an atmosphere and is landable, but has already been discovered. Two geological signals detected on body 7B. Two geological signals detected on body 7A. Two geological signals detected on body 4A. Two geological signals detected on body 9BA. Two geological signals detected on body 2A.
Interesting. Well, that's really weird. I got a disappearing, reappearing signal.
Huh. We didn't finish it.
No, there's one icy body. Up, it's behind the star. Okay.
Not even giving me anything.
There you are.
Scan complete.
So 1B has 3 bios, that's it.
Yep. And I will leave them to you because we have reached 9 o'clock, which is my hard cutoff on work nights.
Alright. It's already been footballed anyway, so
So somebody's already got it.
I'm not gonna bother.
Hmm.
But this will be the last night of this.
Yep, and then it's on to whatever comes next. Which I think is going to be getting double engineered SCO drives. And lots of them.
Control to Commander Trismejestics. We see you on approach.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Ensure to observe step 1
Deploy landing gear.
A pleasure to see you.
Landing gear deployed.
Please proceed to land in Pad 12.
landing gear deployed.
I think you might be talking, but this ship's so loud I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. It's probably ED Copilot putting other chatter in my ear.
We have docked at BPFC, the Tea Party.
Touchdown. Commander. Good to have you here with us on the Tea Party.
Clamps engaged. Enjoy your stay with us.
A pleasure to see you. Trismejestics.
Alrighty. So, at this point, like I said, it is a work night, so I need to get my behind in bed. So once again, Mr. Mad Hatter, thank you very much for all of your help on this journey. It's
Acknowledged. Monitoring auxiliary.
been absolutely amazing, and I really appreciate all the work you've done. Alrighty, so at this point, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. In the stream chat, we have James, Shane, Zoltor, Alexander, Quantum,
Cosijo's destruction feels like a missed opportunity. What if the Thargoids were trying to communicate through the Titans?
and Mr. Mad Hatter.
Oh, give me a break. Communication doesn't look like invading Sol and slaughtering billions.
So, thank you guys very much for joining me in the stream chat. It's great having you all along, as always. And Quantum and Alexander, welcome to the channel. Alrighty, so at this point, we've very much run out of the time I have available. So we're going to leave things here, pick it up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus, signing out.